The show was written so that it took place in Hodgkinsville, Kentucky, where Lincoln was born, and then in New Salem, Illinois. The first opening was all interior because it was Washington, D.C., it was the capital, and it was a Ford's Theater where he was assassinated, the box that he was sitting in, and so on. In order to facilitate matters, since I was shooting all the stuff that I've just described, the assassination, the Capitol, the play, and all that kind of thing, and the birth of Lincoln. That was Marion Seldes played the mother, and Crane Denton the father. Richard de Rochemont, and then I was going out to New Salem to do the rest of the episodes. Richard de Rochemont said to me, I know a young fellow. He's only 21, he works for Look magazine. Oh, I had worked for them as a still cameraman. If you okay a picture he made, the work on it, we could hire him to go down to Hodgkinsville, where there was a lot of second unit work to do, which didn't involve any dialogue, really, just involved background and slaves and so on, people in a wagon. I said, okay, let's see this picture. So arrived Stanley Kubrick with a picture he made called, I think, of love, I don't know, some fear and some kind of pretentious title. It was written by Howard Sackler. And I looked at the picture, Kubrick sitting there, very dark, age 21, and it was beautifully shot. He himself had operated the camera and directed it. The picture was not good, but the visual qualities were very strong. And I said to de Rochemont, very good choice. Send him down there, which happened. And the actors would send back clippings from the newspapers down there where he was describing to how he was doing the series. I found it very amusing because the indication was that he was making the picture. And as I said to someone, with an ego like this, nothing will ever stop him. It didn't even matter what the quality of the work was going to be, which indeed turned out well, but it was his picture. He then came out to New Salem, and he asked me if I would like for him to stay and he would be of help. But on the basis of the clippings, I said, no, thank you. And that was my first meeting with him. Later on, he made a couple of movies before he ever really caught on, small movies, and he wanted me to be in them. And in one of them, particularly about taxi dancers, I think he made that. But I turned him down because I asked him if it was an SAG, a Screen Actors Guild movie, and he said no. And I said, well, I couldn't do it. It would have been nice to have done it, but you can't, you know. Oh, yes, I did run into him in England. He was living in England, and I was over there producing a series called Journey to the Unknown. And I ran into him at the studio we were shooting at Boreham Wood. He had headquarters there or something. And I ran into him, and we had a nice chat, and that was it.